Hey guys, welcome back, or hello if you guys are new. Welcome to my channel. Before we go ahead and get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you guys are subscribed and becoming part of the fam if you guys want to. And also go ahead and click that bell if you guys want to be notified every time I upload a new video. But for today's video, I am super excited. I was super pumped shopping for this video, and I'm still really excited to go ahead and film this for you. It is going to be all on Dollar Tree makeup. So I did go ahead and purchase everything for the full face of makeup today from the Dollar Tree, and I've been seeing a ton of people do the style video for a while now, and I think it's really interesting and really cool. I only spent $21. I did go ahead and pick up a few things that were like extras in case I wanted them, but everything was $1 each. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and take it all out and get started. I did not pick up a primer. I did not pick up a setting mist or setting spray because I didn't see those there. I just picked up everything down the line, steps that I do every single day, and picked up items that I thought I would need. I said everything is in the packaging, so we're gonna go through it as I go and take it out that way. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the brows today, and I was lucky enough to pick up a brow pencil, which I did not see at first. I went back into the aisle and was like, that's a brow pencil. So I went to pick it up. This is by the brand Color Mates. I've never heard of the brand, like I said, never heard of this before. So this is a brow pencil. It says the brow and eyeliner pencil. This is in the color black brown. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna spoolie them up a little because that's what I always do. And I'm not gonna make them too dramatic today. I'm just gonna kind of do them light. And I totally sound like I'm getting a cold, so sorry about that. The consistency of this is actually a little different. It feels very soft. It's not pulling or tugging, and I think this color actually works for me because it's not black, it's not super dark. So the front of them is gonna be harder for me because it's not precise, I guess. It looks just more like an eyeliner, which is a little chunky. For $1, this may be the new go-to. I outline them and then just gonna spoolie them with this spoolie because I'm just gonna keep them how I always do them. I did get a sponge from here, and I also did get 1 or 2 Wet n Wild brushes that I saw. I did kind of try to steer away from getting anything like Wet n Wild or a brand that I knew because I wanted to try it out and use things that I've never tried before. I kind of thought it would be cooler, I guess, for the challenge or for this video just to kind of see if I could do it. So there was a brush though in here that is Wet n Wild because I was pretty shocked that they have the pink and white ones there because those are the newer style brushes, I believe. They're not that old from them. So I thought that was really cool. You would see those at Walgreens or Walmart and it not being $1, so pretty cool. So I'm gonna go in with one of the concealers that I picked up today. This is the color Nude, and it is in the brand LA Colors, and it's Buildable Coverage Concealer. It's really tiny in here, which is really cute, so. Actually, okay, color's deceiving on the outside because it doesn't even smell like anything either, in case you're wondering. This is actually really convenient to do the brows because it's tiny. So it's not getting in the way of anything. I feel like I don't need a brush right away. It's going on really smooth. It actually feels really moisturizing, which is interesting. This is the Wet n Wild brush I was talking about earlier. It is a large concealer brush, and I probably wouldn't necessarily use this for concealer for the brows, but I'm gonna use it now because I wanna try to see how many things I can get done without using my stuff. We probably will have to dip into it though because I don't have anything for the eyes, I don't think. So. Kind of oxidized a little, which is interesting. It looks like it just seeped into my skin, actually. It looks like the concealer's not there, which is actually really strange, but we're just gonna blend that in. I'm just gonna take a little bit more on here and do the top. Okay, that's the best the brows are gonna get right now. So we're gonna move on into the foundation and face right now. So there was no primer, like I said earlier, so I'm not gonna use that. We're just gonna hop right into the foundation, LA Colors again, and this is their liquid makeup. So this one is in the color Natural, and then I got another one as a secondary, maybe to mix, in the color Tan, because I didn't know if this was too light. And I did also get a beauty sponge. It is called their Blender Sponge by Sassy and Chic. So this feels really dense. So I'm gonna start off with this color first. This one is in the Natural shade. Okay, this is soaking up all of the product, like completely. It is so hard. I guess I'm gonna use dragging motions because all of the product's just literally disappearing into the sponge. Yikes. Yeah, oh my God, it really is. Like I just picked it up with my fingers. I don't know what to do. All right, so I also got this pressed powder. It's definitely not my shade. It's the color tan. They had no powder actually at the location I went to. So this was the closest thing to it. It comes with a little pad at the bottom. I'm gonna see if this works because the other one soaked up all of the product. I'm just gonna go in with the brush to be honest because it's not getting on my face. Like it's literally just coming right off onto those sponges. Like this is what it did on the little white one too. It just sticks into that section. So I'm just gonna try this and see if the brush actually gets the foundation on my skin or if it's actually the product. That's looking like a little bit more coverage here. It definitely feels like tinted moisturizer-ish. It doesn't want to stick onto my nose at all. It kind of feels like I'm moving sunscreen around on my face. It looks really healthy. Like I thought this finish was gonna be like thick and like matte, I guess. I don't know what I thought this was gonna look like, but. All right, so I'm just looking, I don't know, the color is like, it actually is evening out some parts and then some parts is just making it look like crazy. But for a Zala, whatever. I'm looking very dewy, like super, super hydrated like. Not really even to me. Put it underneath my eyes. And again, this is the concealer where it's like blending in, so I don't think we're gonna get much coverage, but I'm gonna do exactly the way that I do all of my other makeup and my whole routine. So while I have this on as well, I also picked up this contour stick from the same brand. And this is in the color medium. Apply that right here. I don't know if that's orangey or what, but we'll see. All around like the perimeter of the face and right here. And the concealer literally seeped into my entire face. Take that sponge and try to maneuver it in. But I think it's just gonna take it off. Yeah, it just kind of took it off. For foundation and concealer, like there was not a lot of shades to choose from, so that's what we're working with. I'm gonna just leave it be. I could use this brush right here. This is for the blush in the color Toast, but I'm just gonna go in and use the brush in here. I'm gonna use this little brush right here and try to blend this in. I don't know if it's gonna work. Getting literally nowhere. That kind of blended it out. With some hairs inside of it, but jeez. I'm gonna go in with that brush now because this, we tried it, attempted it. Super challenging. Into that pressed powder that I said that I got, I'm gonna go ahead and try to set something. Like I said, it's super moist feeling, like it looks like a BB cream tinted moisturizer kind of deal happening. Definitely didn't cover anything, like it just wipes away like moisturizer. But this color, like I said, was in the color tan, and yeah, I don't think this is gonna work at all, but we can try. One of my brushes actually pressed the powder in. I'm gonna go in with this highlighter, the Glow Now Skin Illuminizer Liquid Highlighter. I'm gonna do that first, and my face is not matching any part of my body. For dollar makeup, I feel like this is not that bad. My skin looks pretty healthy and glowy, like radiant, but we're gonna still go in with the highlighter because that's just who I am. Very gold, so definitely not gonna match, but we're gonna still roll with it. I'm just gonna do a little bit because I have a loose one that we can put over top of it. It's really pretty. It is a little bit dark for me, obviously. I would do a little bit more of a lighter one, but for the summer, who knows? I might be whipping this back out. This one is a little dark. It's giving that like you know, that little line that you get when you look forward. For the eyes, I'm just gonna go in with that concealer again. Just kind of run that on my lids. It's very thin, so it's just melting right into my skin, and blend that in with that Wet n Wild brush. And I'm just gonna like pack in. So I actually picked up a few eyeshadow palettes because I didn't know what I was really going for, and I figured that this would be actually versatile to use this first one as more of a bronzer. So we'll go into that when I get back to the face. But moving on for eyeshadow, I'm just gonna kind of keep it simple. Also picked up this to kind of go over top. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Glitter Single in the color Brass. And I thought this looked really, really pretty. I actually feel like I've owned this before, like years ago. It's called the Azia Studio, I believe. It does come with a little applicator right over here. We're gonna start with this third shade right here. I'm gonna put that in my crease area. Honestly, this is pretty like smooth, like soft. So it does not like hard or anything. So when you blend it, it's kind of like moving around the product, which is good. Like it's blending it out. And the shadows feel soft. I'm gonna just kind of lay this here, and then I will go in with a brush to kind of blend out the edges because I want to see really how this would work. Like the potential of these shadows are pretty pigmented. Like for $1, these aren't that bad. Just gonna go in with this brush. Just gonna kind of do windshield wipers, just swishing the product everywhere, just so I can get like an even amount. Here's a 3-color eyeshadow. This one also comes with an applicator as well, but I'm gonna put off to the side and see if I'm gonna use it later, because I'm just gonna go in with this middle one right here to kind of fluff through the crease. Then I'm gonna go in with the applicator and take this last shade, which kind of has like a hint of a shimmer to it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that on the brow bone. A little bit of an iridescence happening. Oh, didn't even notice. Okay, that's pink. With this other eyeshadow palette right here, which is by Color Mates, like bronzy color, and I'm gonna just put that into the inner section of my lid. I'm just gonna put it onto my whole lid actually. A little bit of that Wet n Wild one like we spoke about before. Ooh. A little bit right here. Oh, all right. Oh. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it's a little messy. It's a little like chunks everywhere, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna pop a little bit into the center actually. Just like blending it in with the other eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna go in with that loose eyeshadow right here in the color Honeysuckle. Super cool. And you just, ooh, pull that out, and the little brush is right there. I'm just going to apply that onto my brow bone. It's cool that the brush is already attached to. Mix that in. I figure that'll give a nice glow. A little bit on my cheeks to kind of mix in with that other highlighter since I was really dark. Blend that out. I am just glowing over here. I'm gonna go into that blush that we got from LA Colors. Brush that we use the tan powder with, just to kind of tap a little bit onto here and put it into the apples. Then I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner that is from LA Colors. I just took it out of the packaging. My inner waterline, and above a little bit to tightline. I'm gonna take a little bit of that eyeshadow that we spoke about before, which is that deeper kind of like bronzy color, into right over here to kind of carve it out a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and do some lashes quickly. I did pick up these Wet n Wild ones. I thought they looked really cool. These are like really natural lashes, and they're kind of flimsy and with no band, which is pretty good in my opinion because I prefer those. Back in with that Color Mates eyeliner, which what we used for the brows, the eyeliner brow pencil. I'm just gonna kind of run that on the top to kind of tightline, even though it's brown. I think it gives more of a natural look, you know? And then I'm just gonna run it down here and smoke it out. I actually really like the way that looks, like the smoky vibe. And I'm gonna go in with the mascara from Wet n Wild as well. Into lipstick, I did pick up 2 different types of lips. I got one from Wet n Wild and one from LA Colors. Wet n Wild Breeze. And this does have like a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm going to take this sponge right here that we didn't really love before and that powder and kind of stamp it on the skin a little bit to see if it'll give a little bit more of a better coverage. Should have done this earlier, honestly. It is tan, so it's like too tan for me, but it's helping the like mattify process, I guess. So that's gonna complete the full face. I mean, I tried, honestly, like to be 100% real with you guys, 110% real with you guys. I don't think that these products are undoable. I definitely think you can work with some products. The only thing is I know that the face is a little bit splotchy and I didn't have the correct powder, but what could you do? I honestly thought this was gonna turn out way worse. So for being $1 and this full face completing to be about $20, that's amazing. Like, that's cool, because one palette alone could be $20. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you found it a little helpful. I don't know. I believe that is all for this video. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!